Movie review number 1343 is Jane Austen Wrecked My Wife. Jane Austen Wrecked My Wife is a 2025 movie directed by Laura Piani. Laura Piani. Piani. So this movie has Sony Pictures Classics in it, and I saw this movie on June 1st, 2025 at AMC Newport on Levee 20 in Newport, Kentucky. So this movie is about Agatha, who is a hopelessly clumsy yet charming young woman who works in the legendary Shakespeare and Company bookshop in Paris, while she dreams of being a successful writer and of experiencing love akin to a Jane Austen novel. She finds herself desperately single and plagued by writer's block. When Agatha's best friend gets her invited to the Jane Austen writer's residency in England, she finally has her Jane Austen moment, and is caught in a very unexpected romantic triangle. Agatha must let go of her insecurities to decide what she really wants for herself and to achieve her romantic and professional dreams. So I like how the movie is called Jane Austen Wrecked My Life, because Agatha has been wanting a Jane Austen moment forever. And when she finally got that moment, everything starts to go wrong. Right? She is caught in this love triangle. So Agatha has a best friend who also goes to the bookshop with her. Her best friend kisses her goodbye before she leaves, and she isn't sure about any feelings towards him. Like if she wants to pursue a relationship with him romantically or not. But then she gets invited to the Jane Austen residency in England that allows other writers to come to express their thoughts about writing. And so she goes there and she meets this guy who drives her to the place, and he finds him arrogant, stubborn, among other things. But then she becomes smitten towards him, and let's just say that this is when she finds her Jane Austen moment. But when her best friend unexpectedly arrives, she is caught in this love triangle and she's trying to figure out what she really wants. At the same time, she is suffering from writer's block, and she decides to go to the residency to try to figure out something to write about. But to be honest, she isn't really sure what to write about. Nor she knows why she even is here in the first place. So the question is, can she get out of writer's block and write something? And what she will do about this love triangle of hers, now that she finally has her Jane Austen moment. So about a little bit over 2 months ago, I saw the Jane Austen movie Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 version, and I understood what Agatha means of a Jane Austen moment, like the two main characters in Pride and Prejudice getting together. And now, in this movie, Jane Austen Wrecked My Wife, Agatha doesn't really know what she wants. She does want to write something, but she doesn't know what to write about. And she wants to have a Jane Austen moment, somebody to love, and somebody that she can feel love with, but it may have been unexpected when she discovers that the guy who she thought was arrogant and stubborn might be the person that she's been looking for. But then what about her best friend? Interesting, right? So this movie has Camille Rutherford as Agatha Robinson, Pablo Pauly portrays Felix, Charlie Anson portrays Oliver, Annabelle Rangoni portrays Cheryl, Liz Crawford portrays Beth, Alan Fairbairn portrays Todd, and Laura Pepperell portrays Olympia. So part of the movie is in English, but other parts of the movie are in French. So it's an English French film, I would say. I really like the bookshop that Agatha has in Paris. It is a small bookshop, but it reminded me of other bookshops that I've seen and my wife like Half Price Bookstore, Barnes and Noble, and another bookstore that I don't know if you guys know. There was a bookstore in my neighborhood or my area once called Borders. I don't know if you guys heard of that or not, but it was a pretty popular bookstore back in the day, along with Barnes and Noble, Half Price Bookstore, and among countless others. But this particular bookshop is where in Paris is where Agatha feels close to home. She writes books, and she writes Jane Austen novels like Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, Emma, and other novels. And all she just wants is to find her Jane Austen moment. And I like how in Pride and Prejudice, the main character, Elizabeth Bennet, finds her moment with Mr. Darcy. Well, let's just say that in Jane Austen Wrecked My Wife, the guy that drives Agatha to the residency might be a representation of Mr. Darcy a little bit. But I'll let you guys see the movie for yourselves to figure out what happens next. But I thought it was pretty good. So that's my movie review of Jane Austen Wrecked My Wife. Please tune in for this movie review. Alright, goodbye.